Ladies and gentlemen, men and women, boys and girls, welcome to the most must watch Baseway TV. And then today we welcome you to the show Speak Easy. Speak Easy is bring out your opinion, talk to us, and let us talk to you. So today, actually, we're still discussing about the topic. Really, it's a complex topic, but it's the things that we see in the society, in the houses, and the families. So today we're going to talk about this subject called is it hard to be faithful in your life, in my life, in everybody's life? Is it hard to be faithful? When we say is it hard to be faithful, we're not just talking about being unfaithful in relationship. We're talking also about being unfaithful to yourself, to the community, to the church. I mean, just go broad around this subject. So as you are used to this platform, and then I've got my guest today. By the way, label she's missing. You can tell we've got Bata in the middle. Bata, just say to the camera. Bata is looking handsome, by the way. Just say hi to them.
Hi guys, Bata is here with you today.
Bata is here with you.
I love you.
Oh, you love them? That's fine. Thank
So
you very
much.
much. Bata loves you. And then we've got Jose. She's there. She's looking beautiful as always. Hi. She's giving you hi.
Everyone.
And then we've got Adeline.
Hello.
Hello. She's looking beautiful as always. So they are queens of this show. So now we're just gonna quickly. I'm gonna turn around to my guests. Since Bata, you are the kinda. This is the first time, so we should welcome you by starting with you. How about that?
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
Go for that.
So Bata, tell us.
Gender balance, women first.
No, it makes sense. Perfect sense of gender balance by starting with you,
Don't worry, we are giving our
because it's one man against two women.
Are you not giving your consent, Adeline?
Yes.
I am as
Go for
well.
it.
So we start with Bata.
You're
So
welcome.
Bata, straight away, because we don't have enough time.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. I didn't say don't be shy. Is it Bata? My question is, I was gonna say, is it hard? Is it hard for men to be faithful? But I'll change it to, is it hard for people to be faithful?
I would say very, very, very hard.
Why, Bata? Why is it hard for someone to be faithful?
You don't know the reason why, Vatican.
No, you tell us, because everybody's watching. We wanna hear. Why is it hard?
The simple answer that I can give right now: go in the street, go in the supermarket, and you'll find it.
How? But I'm not a detective machine to know this person is unfaithful. This person is faithful.
85% of people right now, or 85 to 90%, they are living in
Unfaithful.
unfaithful life, and that is known to anybody, Vatican.
Right. Okay. Let me just cut you there, because when we talk being unfaithful is very broad, But let me be a little bit specific. When you mean like unfaithful, you mean like in relationship, or faithful to themselves, the community, or what do you mean by that? Like an 80 to 90%.
Communities, friendship, relationship, everywhere. Because if we would talk about people, or people in this health supposed to be faithful, love is supposed to take purity.
So if everybody was faithful, love should have taken priority.
Love supposed to be priority everywhere and all the time.
Jose, Bata is saying like it's hard for people to really be faithful. Do you agree?
No, I don't.
Why?
Being faithful is all about self-discipline.
How can you self-discipline yourself with change is something that you cannot control, and the
However-
influence around you?
Influence is, if you let something influence you, then it will. That's what it is. It's all about mindset.
Are you sure of what you're saying? Because you
I
are
am
very relaxed.
I am so positive, very positive, very, very positive. It's all about self-discipline.
Okay, can I say something? Yeah.
Mhm.
I kind of understand where Bata is coming from about being unfaithful, You see, when we're talking, for example, being unfaithful to yourself, you could be set yourself as a good person.
Yeah.
I would never say I never swear, for example. You never swear. That's you. You saying, I'll never swear. But if someone really pushes you and says something bad to you, straight away you swear. You become unfaithful to yourself, to your word, and loyal to yourself.
If I train myself not to, I won't. It's only when I haven't trained myself.
But you don't train yourself to change.
You do. You do train yourself to change. Yeah.
Yes.
And you
Yeah.
stick to it.
I don't know.
I do
You
agree
just
with
say,
that, yes.
what do you agree on? Because
For you for you to get from other people out there in the public, to get that in return, you got to really discipline yourself. The self-respect every single day. The way how you use your words, the way how you think your mindset all the time, that's the magic of the connecting people out there.
But see, self-respect is really. I remember also see when Coco told you when you first came in. Coco said you finished work early, and you said what could be seen as earlier to you, to me could be late. And then that's the same case here. You could think like this is actually self-respect, and to other people it's not at all. And then it can cause conflict, which would lead to you like to start being unfaithful to the decision that you made in your life.
No, what are we talking? What is being faithful and what is being unfaithful?
Unfaithful is like when you stick to something and you said, "I will never do this," and then you change again.
So that's what I'm saying. We are adults, but we can train ourselves to be like children. It's just like when you tell your child. Are you getting what I'm saying? Introduce your child to a particular thing, and that's what your child is going to know. And they cannot know any other. Are you getting what I'm saying? So if you sit yourself down and teach yourself that this is the life I want to follow, this is how I want to live it, and you keep teaching yourself that, get acquainted with that type of lifestyle, that's what you're going to live. And that's how you're going to live. You can never change. So what it is self-discipline. Discipline yourself that this is what I want to do. However, if you can be unfaithful if it's something is not within your power.
You can be unfaithful if something that is not within your power.
What
is that within your power? Because everything is you. You can decide. For example, you can die to be faithful. You can go to the grave being faithful.
Is the way your understanding is not the way it is. If I am to stay in this building, and you get what I'm saying, and then this building is being knocked down by somebody else and not me, and I told myself, I'm going to sit here. Though somebody's character has changed, that's what will I say? That's
that's gonna push you to be unfaithful.
Yes, to what I said has changed that decision. That's the word I'm looking for. Are you getting one? I am not the one that made that change, but somebody else have made the change to that decision for me. Are you getting what I'm saying?
No.
So if it is something within your power, I'm still speaking. I haven't finished.
I'm trying to come here because you cannot change because of someone else. You need to be who you are. That if you change because of someone else, you become unfaithful to yourself.
Let me try to say this.
You cannot die in the building because you said they are not going to go and somebody is trying to break the building out. It's not you. You understand? It's not you, it's somebody else that is causing. Somebody else's character or attitude can change your decision. But if it is something within your own power and you stand to it, and you can make yourself not to change from that decision, and then you stand to it, and that's what self-discipline is. What did they say? They say self-discipline. Did they say people discipline? They say self-discipline.
A self-discipline can change.
No, it can. It depends. It depends.
Adults still shaking our head.
Self-discipline is all about your thinking first.
Your thinking can change at any time.
Yeah, it's up to you to allow that to change from other people. You're in charge in your own life, so you've got to focus on your own self-respect.
See your self-respect.
Let us make this clear. What my sister is trying to say here is not true. Honestly, it's wrong. It's not true. I'm telling you the truth.
Why?
Because even the way you are here now, there is people that you don't even want to see them or talk to them. There is people that you tell, I never like to see that man. I don't like to see that person.
That has nothing to do with faithfulness.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Because so you as
if
a person,
I have said I don't want to see somebody, and that is what I told myself is a decision, and then I keep to it. Be faithful to myself.
No. See if you like someone. Because you cannot say I would never like to see that person unless you know them. So you must know them before, and it was good. Maybe they've wronged you somewhere, and you took a decision. That's you being unfaithful because you should have just been good despite what they've done to you,
What do you mean? Faithful
What-
to who?
to your friends, to your
This is a different
To
thing
your
altogether.
community,
What he's
to
saying
your-
now is different from what you're jumping to something else. He
No,
said,
uh-huh.
if I you say that I don't want to see somebody, yeah, that is being unfaithful. How is
Yeah,
it being
no,
unfaithful?
that's exactly what I'm saying. Because, see, for example, you have a friend today, right? And you said your friend wronged you, and you said, I'll never see that person again. That's the reason, that's why you're trying to say, you can only say that to someone who you knew first, and then they've wronged you, and they say, I'll never see that person again. I don't want to be
Did I
near them.
promise the person in the first place that I'll continue to see them?
But as a good,
If you have promised somebody that you will do this and then later change, that's being unfaithful, isn't it?
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So you have to understand.
You
the
have
question.
to- you don't
need
You
to-
have to understand
you
the
don't
question
need-
you're asking.
you-
If you are my friend and then I said I don't need to see you anymore, unless I have promised you from the start and when I knew you that I'll continue seeing you no matter what.
but you don't need to promise. Sometimes
No.
it's the, if you can know, Jose, you can know someone
What is
today.
the definition of faithfulness? That's
Faithfulness-
what-
Yes,
Okay.
because there is people that
It's an
you've been
agreement.
close with
Yeah.
in your
Faithfulness
life.
is just like an agreement
Okay.
made with two people,
It can be
and then you
ugly.
break that agreement.
Yes.
It can be
Then you're being
unconscious and conscious as well.
The-
You need
No,
to
it
know.
can't be, my dear.
There
You
is
cannot,
people-
you cannot not being in any agreement.
I
with
like
somebody.
I like the way you woke up now.
No, no,
Yes,
not
yes,
being in any agreement
yes.
with somebody,
Listen,
and then you say that
listen.
the person is being unfaithful.
Yes.
You can only be in agreement with somebody, and then you break up that agreement, and then
Yes.
the person that will say, "Oh, he or she was unfaithful."
Okay.
Listen,
Okay.
there
Okay.
is a-
Bata, sorry, just a minute. Keep your idea because I want to clarify this. I'm actually
Thank you.
on your side trying to clarify this.
Yeah.
See, when you start friendship with someone, no, Jose, see, when you start friendship with someone, yeah, do you promise to them that I'm gonna be your friend forever?
Exactly. Yeah, you can tell somebody that. You
That's-
can tell somebody,
that's-
"I'm going to love you forever." Yeah.
Forever,
No,
yes.
no, 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 no,
Yes.
no. I'm talking about genuine friendship. You meet someone at the supermarket. I mean, like just friend, friend. You meet them, you talk to them, and then you find a chemistry between you, just like best friends. You know, you don't tell them that I'm gonna be with. I promise you, I'm gonna be your friend
It
forever.
depends on how you do your own. If I have a best friend, me and my friend will talk, and I'll tell my friend what I need in him or her as a friend. You know, if I change, let me tell you, friends are different ways.
But you don't make promises with your friend.
I
you?
do
I'm
with my
telling
best
you-
friend.
I'm gonna be your friend
Listen.
forever until I die.
Yes, if you are my best friend, I can
Sister
tell you.
Jose,
Wow.
listen, I will. No, I will not
Whoa.
accept what you're trying to say.
No, what
Let
I'm
me
saying,
tell you,
no,
there is
you don't
people,
need to accept.
there
that.
is the
You don't
friends
need to
of
accept, but
yours.
what I'm saying is that you know, if I have somebody, it's not everyone I see I call friends that are my true friends. You know, I can see you just like how we generalize it. You can just know somebody. Go, oh, he's my friend just because you met and have a chat one day, and then you become, you know, you say your friend. But when I mean friend as in proper friend.
Yeah.
If
You're the only one know that kind of
exactly.
person.
If I am a best friend to Adeline, you know,
I will be in the future.
we are best friend, you know. Adeline knows my secret and I know hers. You know that kind of friendship. You know, we will
It's
talk.
all about getting to know each other.
We will talk, you know, we'll talk. I remember, I know I've told my if somebody walk up to me, for example, if somebody who wants to be a close friend to me and said, please, I want to be your friend. Any day I offend you, do not take it to heart. Speak out. Tell
So
me.
what you trying
Can
to
I
There is
finish?
the people.
finish.
There is
Finish.
people
Can
who
I
are.
say,
she
said,
wants
speak
to
out.
finish.
If I offend you, do not take it, you know,
Say
to
it.
heart.
Yeah.
Just speak out. Tell me what I've done wrong. If it's what I need to apologize, I apologize. If it's what I don't need to apologize, and I said yes, no problem, I will do that, and you will do. And then tomorrow, then that my friend, you know, offend me, and I keep it to heart. Instead of me telling her, maybe I go out there money, you know, telling people, oh, she did this, she did that. Have I not been offensive?
Yes.
That's what it is.
Okay, now
Understand that
There is
that
people-
phrase,
Right, okay.
faithfulness and
There is
unfaithfulness,
people
first,
in
before
this
you ask
world-
a question.
okay,
Who been
before
your-
no,
who been-
that's good. See, Jose, I like the way you're saying there, but also you're trying to convince me that for you to be unfaithful to someone, you need to promise them something.
Yes. Yes.
Is
No.
it true?
No.
Exactly.
This
it's
is
just
where
like when you
No,
get
it's
married to
not
your
true.
wife, automatically
It's
you
not
have
true.
promised your wife
Yeah.
something.
Yes.
When you vow
That is a
with
simple-
your wife and saying, I will love you for better, for worse,
Uh-huh.
in sickness and in health,
health.
until death do us,
Until death
automatically you have promised her that
Yes.
you do that.
Just
But
give
if
me.
you deviate from doing that,
Just-
you're being unfaithful.
Just give me
Now
a
you
minute.
accept it.
I'm just
Hold on.
gonna turn around here because we've got people watching us. Jose, because myself, I believe with other people, you can be unfaithful to your friends, to your wife, to your community, to your church, to the team that you're working with, without promising them anything. You know, but Jose said, even if I've known you for ages, we talk, we eat, we do things together. But if I've not promised you to be your friend, it doesn't matter if I see you on the road and then I just pass by.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. People go crazy. How come this person is very ignorant? It's so crazy, because I feel like we've known each other already, but that's unconsciously.
You can't just know each other by seeing somebody looking at the person and talking to the person.
Not just today, but I'm talking about in general.
I've been with Adeline here for weeks.
Yeah.
For God's sake, I never asked for her number. I never phoned her.
No, it doesn't matter.
Excuse me, I'm giving you a scenario.
See if you see her on the road and
It's
you
an
pass by,
example.
what's Adeline gonna think?
I can choose to. And for me, personally, I won't take it personal. No.
Adeline, what would you think?
I won't.
Yeah, I would take it too serious because life's too
No.
short for that. All I see is hi, how you doing?
But genuinely speaking, would you be happy?
If she doesn't want to speak to me
Ah.
outside, yes.
Definitely, you're going to
Would
be
you be
happy,
happy?
because
Yeah, I'll
there's,
be happy,
there's
but
no
again,
commitment
because
that
that's
shows
your
that I
thinking.
need to be talking to you
Okay.
all the time.
But
when
what I
I
normally do
It's
is
Give me
my
chance.
It's opinion. It's
Yeah.
Give me a chance.
Yeah.
Give me a chance. She said it's like marriage. On the day of the wedding, pastor is there, or father, we call
Reverend
father, or
Yeah, what's she trying to say? Like you
or-
can only be
hold on.
unfaithful to the promise.
No,
That's what
yes,
you're trying to say.
Yes, that is what she tried to say.
promise somebody.
You know,
Yeah.
thousands of people participate your wedding there, and you make that agreement. Make that agreement. Said from today, me and you only there for whatever. So my simple question, very very simple question to you, sister. You never seen in your life people done that and the end bad. You never see that. And the end is
Doctor, can I give you that? You asked me question now. Can I give you answer? You know, there is a advantage and there is disadvantage. There is negative, there is positive. For the fact I'm saying that it's not hard, you know, to be faithful does not mean that people are not unfaithful. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen.
No,
it does
you said
happen.
you said if you promise,
It does happen.
if you are already
And
promised
so
What
someone
I'm
someone,
about
saying is that you
self-discipline.
have to
Nothing can
work
break
on
it.
yourself. I said
Nothing
you
can break
you
it.
can work on yourself to remain.
Self-discipline, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that people are not unfaithful. Come on, of course there's things like that going on, you know, even as I'm talking to you now. But I'm saying that if you stick to be faithful, yeah, and work on yourself, it's like discipline. I know it's hard, but you just have to work on yourself. If you try to work on yourself with that self-discipline, stick to it, you'll be able to do it.
Okay, let me come in now in terms of, because we are talking about, let's go to the as a meaning, like people will understand when we are talking about being unfaithful, you know, because we talked about, because I mean you kinda today is the first time actually me and you I try to bring my own opinion, yeah, because I think you can be unfaithful even when you have not even promised anything to someone, but you are saying you can only use that word being faithful to someone only when you promise something. Well, let's leave to that, but when it comes to relationship, yeah, that's where I'm trying to get into that, because that's one thing that you mentioned, that you can be unfaithful to, Sister Jose. Do you think it's hard to be really unfaithful to something that you've promised someone, to a promise? Is it hard to be unfaithful to a promise? I'm actually
On a
telling you
relationship.
Again, it has to do with self-discipline. I can't take that word away. I have to be using it all the time in this topic, you know. If you work on yourself and stand on your decision, it's not hard. You can do it.
Okay, so what would it make it harder then?
It's hard.
Hard when you have not talked to yourself,
No.
when you have not changed your mindset, when you have not, sit yourself down and said you can do it.
Can you control change?
Change in what sense? It depends on what you mean by controlling change.
I do agree none of us can change the change, right? But if you use the words hard, like you said earlier, I think the more you say it, the more it's going to be very difficult for you to change your thinking and how to discipline yourself.
But influences as well. When you see you are living in a society where people they are doing things, and then it's kind of influencing you, and then you are in your mind, you know that this is what I promised myself not to do. For example, not to do to my partner, but because of the influence, and your mindset can change at any time, as you mentioned now.
Yeah, but
So-
If you're a gullible person, if you are
some
somebody with a gullible brain, that's when that can happen. You know, you're like talking about peer pressure. It's just like saying, oh, a 16 years old boy, you know, going out with a group of boys that are 16 as well, you know.
Influence
And then-
doesn't care about age, to be honest.
It does. There's something they call age of reasoning.
So being
It-
so
Where
okay,
is your age of
you are
reasoning?
pushing me to ask question after
Where
question.
is
So
your
be,
age of reasoning?
well,
When will your age of reasoning start? That's why it is. Let me tell you, I can be pressured by peer when I'm younger, not as an old person. I can walk out with an armed robber. It's up to me to carry gun.
right, okay.
There is I've seen thousands of people, including myself, who tried to be faithful to people and become unfaithful.
They come
There
to
is
Because
come
you
up
some
haven't
short.
worked on
people.
yourself.
But
Because you have
the-
not worked on yourself.
No,
If you
no.
work on yourself, believe me, love,
what is
you're
it?
going
What
to be
is
faithful.
it? What is
We
it
only
into
have-
everyone? What is
Okay.
it into everyone? Is it to
But,
stay very good with everyone?
But,
That is what people like in this world. But there is a time that people feel this is too much.
Do you know what we are talking
That
here?
is too much.
The subject we are discussing here is about being faithful.
Yes.
You being unfaithful does not take away your breath. You know that.
So okay, Sister Jose.
Are you getting
Jose,
what I'm saying?
do
Being
you think
faithful,
do you think being unfaithful is a choice?
Yes, of course. It's a big choice. That's what I'm saying. If you work on yourself and say, I won't do this, stick to it. You
Don't
can't
you think
do
that
it.
you are contradicting yourself?
I am
No,
not.
no.
In any
At some,
way.
at
It's
some
not your
point,
choice.
at some point you say,
not your choice.
I can only change.
It's not
When-
a choice.
Let me tell you, it's a two different thing here. I told you, if it's something that is not within my power, are you getting what I'm saying? If I tell Adeline, I'm going to give you a cup of water, and that cup of water is not for me to get it, I am dependent on someone else to give me that cup of water to give to Adeline.
The desire of
Can I finish?
the desire
That's it, on.
of
When I'm
sexual
making a
desire
point,
can have
stop.
more
No.
Stop
powerful-
interrupting me when I'm making a point.
No, okay, go ahead, go ahead.
You are wrong. You are wrong, and you are not giving us a chance to say.
and then I'm depending on Coco to give me a cup of water to give to Adeline. And then Coco disappointed me, didn't give me that cup of water, and that means I'm going to disappoint her as well. That, in that sense, is not within my power. If I am to go straight, able to get that cup of water straight, of course I'll give it to her.
Okay.
I know within myself that I'll give it to her because I promised her, but I am depending on someone else
So
to
what,
give me
what caused people now give us a quick brief? Sorry, but keep on coming because Sister Jose, she's actually pushing me to keep on pumping out
Honestly,
a lot
this
of questions.
We're not giving us chance.
I know.
We need to talk.
Definitely.
Because in
Yeah.
this way, people they will see that sister. She's right.
What makes people?
No matter how she was, she's right. She's wrong. Totally wrong.
No, I have to
Totally
agree
wrong.
with her, so
No,
brother.
because
I have to agree with her.
Even community. I
No.
said this before.
Yeah.
Wait, do
Community,
you
Yes.
agree with
friends,
Adeline?
Yeah.
family,
Yeah.
anybody, even your wife or husband, can make you to be unfaithful.
Yeah, but if you
And you
want
need to accept
anybody
that.
out there,
You can try your best
Yeah.
and try to be faithful,
Yeah.
and can be impossible.
Yeah, but again, you got to think back to yourself first, right? If you want someone out there of public to be faithful to you, you've got to be faithful yourself. For example, you need to stop
Change starts
criticizing
from
yourself.
you and
It's all about
I.
within our power to change people out there to give
That
them
and
the
Vatican, they are just
I
like
did- I
Nigerian
did-
public,
I did-
you know. When everything happened in Nigeria, they blame the president. If somebody steal, they blame the people in politicians. If somebody kill, they blame politicians. Change starts within you.
You
Yes.
can change it. You're the
Yeah.
one you create
If you
your
don't
life.
change
and
yourself,
this
then-
one, me, I seen someone, right?
Never mind about someone. It's you have that power. You have that power.
Okay, let's say example of myself, right?
She,
Then
okay.
What about if someone say,
Yeah.
I don't want to be a friend to Bata, or I don't want to see Bata or to meet Bata or to greet
Yeah.
each other, but I don't want that.
But how did you know that?
For you, we are in the community, people.
Yeah.
For you feel very, very bad. You
Yeah,
see?
but okay.
You feel so bad for that.
Yeah.
You say, how can me stay in this health, in this kind of life, and be enemy if that man not talk to him? And I've been okay to him for a long time. You know, we've been close, we've been chatting, we've been friends.
Yeah.
So
But-
no, I can't
So,
manage this.
okay.
So you try your best. You try your best to become good to him. You can even look at other people.
Have you
talk
spoke to that
him.
person to treat you the way you want it to be?
He don't. Yes, you
Right.
did.
Okay.
The
Now,
way if you are going to
but,
apologize to someone
And
or
if-
to find a
and
good
if I can
relationship
add- and
with
if I can
someone,
add
that
to-
means
to-
you've done a lot
to
with
the
that
opinion,
way.
if I can add to the point that faithfulness is all about promises.
Yeah.
For example, have you been to
You still stick to that?
yes? Have you
Okay.
been to this citizenship swearing before?
Well, I've never been.
Yes,
there.
I've been.
When you go there, what do they tell you? They tell you to lift your hand up and say after them, one after the other, you know, as in, you promise to be a good citizen, you promise to be that, you promise, and you say you promise.
There is no people are doing that, and after tomorrow or tomorrow
I'm
you
not
hear
saying- I'm not saying
someone
there is
bomb
no-
bomb some.
Okay.
But forget about
you
what
never
other
see the
people are
Al-Qaeda
doing.
and the end of the year. You never see
yourself.
that. They have a
Don't
swear.
yourself.
They have a swear,
Yeah.
and tomorrow they are killing
Forget
people
about-
here. You
Even
never
if-
hear-
ladies and
you never
gentlemen,
hear
Even
that.
me
Brother.
speaking to
Yes.
you, even
Okay.
me speaking
Yeah.
to you,
Sorry, you can't make
Okay.
a promise.
But even me speaking to you, I might be kicking this, you know, and telling you that kicking this is not good, you know. Just have to work on yourself. Forget about me doing it, or forget about another person.
Okay.
Work on
See,
your
in
own self.
everything that we are saying, okay, can we agree on one thing? Because we are trying to pass the message to the public here, right? Number one is we agree, like, being unfaithful is a choice.
Yes.
But you agree?
No, it's not a choice. No. Because anyone can make you to be like that. Anybody. Is not a choice. It's not the way you want to live. It's not the way you want to be. But other people or someone can make you to become unfaithful. And that
Okay, about
you
other
can be
people.
living. You can be living like you have something. You have a luggage or
Burden.
something heavy to your life or to your head all the time.
Is it
But
Yes.
that
Because
you're
you can,
making yourself
I see the
upset
people
caused by other
go,
people.
try their best and try and
Okay,
and
okay.
it's
Adam,
impossible.
what do you think? Do you think
Huh?
being unfaithful
It's very hard.
is it a choice or it's not a choice?
It's a choice for yourself to create your own life.
So you can
Yeah.
choose to be
Yeah,
unfaithful.
it's all about discipline, self-discipline
Okay,
yourself.
ladies and gentlemen, today actually we were talking about this is kind of hot topic, you know, and we were just talking it in general. Jose said you can be to be unfaithful is a choice, so you choose to be unfaithful to your partner, to your society, to your community, to your even family. But I saying like no. Being unfaithful is not a choice. You are pushed. There's a force that comes around that kind of boom pushes you to be really.
at pressure?
And Adeline and Sister Jose, they're kind of in the same page. But let me just
An
go back.
example. Go in a relationship, right? There is a people. Okay, I will explain quite a little bit there. Please, give me time.
Okay,
I'll give
but
you
we
time.
only have another 5 minutes. So
Sorry
we
for that. Sorry for that. I will be faster.
Mhm.
Okay, if you go in a relationship, like this is a Christian,
Uh-huh.
and Bible, as a Christian, said Bible just tell me to have one woman, one wife.
Yeah.
Finish.
Yeah.
This is a Muslim.
Uh-huh.
Said, but my Korah
Mm-hmm. Ask
Give-
me to have.
asked me to have
As
4
many as-
Okay.
women.
Okay.
No, as many. They said 4. That is
Alright.
it.
Okay.
according-
Okay.
Yes,
Go
right.
ahead. Uh-huh.
So, as a Christian,
Mm-hmm.
you as a man,
Mm-hmm.
the way your body is,
Mm-hmm.
you think like to have a one is not enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. Hold on, it's not enough for me.
Yeah.
But the Bible is insisted you must just have one.
Uh-huh.
But according to what God have created you,
Mm-hmm.
the way your body is, the way your feeling is, you think one is not enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a commandment there you need to follow
Uh-huh.
if you are a real Christian.
Uh-huh.
So if you start say no, I can't, no, it's too much. I have to find someone. You start find. It's not your choice.
It's because of
You
the
are
body,
forced.
The force.
Of
Your
course,
body.
you are forced to do that. Your body is forcing you to do that.
Would you agree that?
No, I don't
No.
agree. Not at
Oh
all.
my
You
God.
can
You
work on-
saying you said something that if you can only be unfaithful if something is not within your power. What
is
what
within your power?
what you
He's in
think-
his body. What is in your body? What device is controlling your
Was
body?
it you
He
just
was
said
the
it.
one who's in control.
This is your body for God's sake. No one,
My
no other
sisters,
person
you
has.
never see person smoke,
Yeah.
and they go to doctor and
Yeah.
they tell the doctor, please, I want to stop smoking.
Butter.
But
And the
you in
doctor
your
tried
heart
to
to
give
stop.
him medication and advice,
No
and
medication,
it's
butter.
impossible.
It's a mindset.
It's a force.
No.
It's
It's
not a
your
choice.
thinking.
It's
Okay.
the
People
mindset.
have tried
No,
to
no,
stop
no.
drinking or to stop smoking,
No, yeah.
but they don't
I'm
manage.
sorry, the show has
There is
to
a
end it
force.
to
It's not choice.
I'm sorry, the
I
show
think
has
we
to
have to
end now.
continue this topic.
They have,
We will continue.
they have chosen to stop it, but it's
Yeah.
impossible.
But it's
There is.
you in charge. Your own life to
Exactly.
stop.
That's your body.
So
There's no
even
device
if you see
controlling
today
you.
a man is cheating to wife to wed, is not his choice. No,
It's
it's
the
the force
body.
to do
Which
that.
force? What's
Is-
the
yes,
name of
there
the
is a force to do
Which
that.
what's the name of the force?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry we have to end this because we are running out of time. But if our director Coco Majavukuto allows us to go back to this subject again, guys, give us more time to go back to this subject. Actually, we'll come back again more. But we just want your views on the subject that we are talking about: being unfaithful. Is that a choice or it's not a choice? Is it hard or not hard? So this is the things that we are discussing, you know. As I'm saying, keep on repeating myself, I'm sounding like a broken record here. That means like being unfaithful in marriage, being unfaithful in family, being unfaithful to your friends, being unfaithful to your own decision, you know. So as for now, we just want to ask you, please do us a favor. First of all, share the video. Second of all, subscribe. And third of all, follow us on Facebook, Baseway TV, YouTube, Baseway TV. As for now, we are saying goodbye.
Yes, but their comment as well. They need to make comment
Comment
because
as
the
well.
comment will give us a good topical.
Yeah.
It will give us to continue for this in a good to give a correct answer.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you.
thank you. Bye.
Marriage is one thing that I value most.
Marriage is one of the gifts that God gave us.
A man's role in a natural marriage is to be a leader, a protector, and a provider.
People in a marriage have to respect each other.
Marriage is all about respect, love, unconditionally.
And I think nowadays in the modern society, we're forgetting why we got married in the first place.
You don't have to divorce because of money.
Women want men to play 50% in a marriage, and men want women to play 50% in marriage, which is not healthy.
I think people should stay in marriage no matter what, unless really something serious like adultery or abuse.
And to make it last forever. And please enjoy the journey and have fun and don't make it too serious.
Or because of benefits, you have to fight for your love and your marriage. That's your vow.
And I think the healthy way for marriage is for the man to remain the man and be the leader, the protector, and the provider, regardless of what. And the woman to be the housekeeper. Even if you're providing as a woman, remember your husband is the head. Husband, love your wife, and wife, be submissive.
Marriage is a holy thing. Marriage should be guaranteed. Marriage should be protected. Marriage should be honored. That's why when people they walk out of marriage, you don't know how much distraction that you are doing. You know, you're doing distraction to the society, to the families. It's because it's within marriage that we have good citizens, good families, and people that are ministers, pastors, and everything.
Why we got married in the first place, and looking at the principles and the core roots why we got married. So we just lost it. We just get married to get divorced as if it's like a trend.
This is Bestway TV. Stay tuned.
Follow us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube, Baseway TV. Thank you.
Stay tuned to Bestway TV.
Stay tuned to Bestway TV.
To subscribe on Bestway TV.
Please subscribe to us and Baseway TV.